I start by melting some butter in a warm pan and stir in some flour. Then add 500 ml of milk, whisking constantly to prevent lumps. Now what you end up with is a lovely rich sauce and a little hint of nutmeg. Now this is a great thing you can get on your Christmas list. A little grater. And then we can turn our attention to the cheese. Whatever cheese you've got really, it's kind of the stuff that you use a leftover cheese board. This Gorgonzola Dolce, which is that combination of mascarpone cheese and Gorgonzola. We throw a little bit of that in. You've got some cheddar cheese, you can put this into chunks. This is where you can transform the everyday macaroni cheese that we used to have as a kid into something really special by the combination of different types of cheeses. So we've got a Cafelli cheese, which you can dissolve into it as well. And finally, I'm adding Parmesan, but you can add whatever you happen to have in. And the flavouring that I'm going to add as well is just a tiny bit of mustard. I'm going to use some grain mustard and whisk that together. Season with salt and pepper and taste to see if the sauce is cheesy enough. Do you know what? That's not bad actually. And then add my secret ingredient. You've got to have this next thing in macaroni cheese. It shouldn't be just cheese and pasta. I know that'll please a lot of people. But for me, it's all about this. Pancetta, this wonderful ingredient. It's cured Italian belly pork. It's wonderful. And if we chop it up into pieces, you can actually buy this stuff as lardons now as well. But I'm going to fry it up so it's crispy. So you get different types of flavours in every single bite. Tiny bit of oil. And we throw in a little bit of pancetta. Now this is a dish that everybody wants really at Christmas. It's quick, simple to prepare. You can actually put it in the fridge and reheat it. So it makes for the perfect dish really. Whether you're doing this for a dinner party and you want to surprise them with something slightly different, or using leftovers as well. Everybody's got leftovers on the cheese board. You're wondering what to do with it. Gets to Boxing Day after Christmas. You want a quick snack, something like that for the kids. This is the perfect way to incorporate everything together. By the time the pancetta's ready, the macaroni should be too. So take them both off the heat and drain the pasta. And then pour it back into the pan. So now we're more or less ready really. Switch off the heat. We've got this fantastic sauce that I can pour into it as well. Stir all this lot in. So we want to coat all that macaroni in the sauce. And then we can take some of this crispy pancetta. Now, no, a lot of people would drain off the fat. You fools. That's all flavour in there. Mix that together. You see, now we're talking. Cheese starts to melt, those chunks of cheese in there. Chuck it on our dish like that. But then what I like to do is something a little bit more special. Take some mozzarella cheese over the top. A nice bit of breadcrumbs. So I'm going to pop this straight under the grill for about 3 or 4 minutes. And while that's finishing off, I'm going to make a fresh and speedy salad. A simple grain mustard dressing is great over cheese-topped cos lettuce. Perfect with a hot mac and cheese. Look at that. Now, me personally, I would just put a touch of basil on it. I'm basically just going to dive straight in and have a taste. Now, macaroni cheese